I pride myself on staying injury-free while building calisthenics strength and training towards skills. Injury-free since '93. At least that's what I've always said on this channel, but I can't say that anymore because, guys, I'm injured. How you doing, Cali Crowd? Today I'm going to talk to you about an injury I've developed, namely a ganglion cyst. For those of you who don't know what a ganglion cyst is, it is a lump that forms near a tendon or a joint. For example, mine is on my wrist, and they can become very painful and limit range of motion, as mine has. As we all know, calisthenics can demand a lot on our wrists, and even though that is the case, I didn't even develop my ganglion cyst through calisthenics. I developed it from particularly bad fall while I was playing football. I spent a ridiculous amount of time prehabilitating my joints with specific emphasis placed on wrists and shoulders, and I pride myself on never having been injured despite calisthenics demanding a lot on these joints. The ganglion cyst has limited my wrist extension range so much that it has completely ruled out my most favourite pushing exercises, and handstands are definitely off the table for the foreseeable future. This is a very new experience for me, and it of course had to happen just days after publishing a video where I was talking about how I'm going to smash my calisthenics goals for 2021. But when I started this channel, I spoke about transparency throughout the whole calisthenics journey being a really important reason for why I step up in front of the camera every single week. And that means not just discussing the high points, but talking about the low points too. Psychologically, this has taken a really huge toll on me. I know I shouldn't train through pain, but I'd be lying to you if I said I hadn't tried. The good news is that we, the Cali Crowd, are really well prepared for this. We have spoken at length about the dangers of exercise addiction and overtraining in various videos in the past. And the viewpoint on this channel, at least, has always been to put the long-term health and benefits of exercise over anything short-term and, quite frankly, just egotistical. I'm also not naive to the fact that in the grand scheme of things, a ganglion cyst is not that big of a deal. There will be people watching this video with golfer's elbow or sciatica or scapular winging looking at this video just like, oh, you think you've got an injury? But the fact of the matter is, it is an injury all the same. Which means we have to take the injury seriously and do things like speak to a specialist, which I have done. All the Googling and YouTubing in the world doesn't trump an experienced professional's diagnosis. One of my favorite ever quotes is, Googling symptoms only tells you what diseases have the best SEO. This is the first injury that I've ever had that has actually stopped me from training. But I'm not just gonna sit here and watch Netflix. This presents a really good opportunity for me to do stuff like delve more into the learning aspects of calisthenics. Even though my ganglion cyst has stopped me from doing most pushing movements, there are still things that can do that do not put pressure on my wrists in a way that creates pain. So if you want to find out how I plan on pushing towards my calisthenics goals despite having this injury, then stick around, subscribe, and stay tuned. But right now, the question I have for you is, what injuries are you struggling with? What injuries have you struggled with in the past? Let's get a run of motivation in the comment section, because injuries are part of this process whether we like it or not. So let's just lift each other up. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.